It's cold. Oh, hey guys. I was just at the store buying, bread, milk, eggs, the essential stuff for an upcoming snowstorm. You wouldn't believe how terrible it was back in January when we got 3 feet of snow in this area. Come to think of it, I wonder what the biggest snowstorm in history was. Quick, let's research. Alright, done. So here are the top 5 largest snowstorms in history. In March of 1971, a strong nor'easter blew in from the Atlantic Ocean to the eastern territories of Quebec and Ontario, Canada. The snowfall, totaling more than 2 feet in some areas, and wind speeds that were insane, resulted in 20 deaths. In fact, it was so bad that they actually canceled a Montreal Canadiens game, which had never been done before. Now, tell me again why you're moving to Canada, Amy Schumer. At number 4 is the New England blizzard of 1978. As the name of the storm suggests, this blizzard happened in a few New England states in the US. At certain parts in this crazy storm, snow was falling at 4 inches per hour. The hardest hit place, Boston, Massachusetts, received a record 27.1 inches in just this one storm. The reason this particular storm was so bad was because it happened during a high tide, which caused massive flooding, and it was during the afternoon when kids were at school, so many people were left stranded. More than 100 people died in this catastrophic blizzard. At number 3 is the Great Snow of 1717. Now, in colonial times, you can imagine how hard it was to travel from city to city normally without snow. The Great Snow of 1717 was actually a series of 4 separate storms that hit in rapid succession in the New England states. Even though records weren't kept as meticulously as they are today, there were records of up to 5 feet of snow already being on the ground even before the storm started. These particular snows added up to another 4 feet, with snowdrifts up to 25 feet. Come on, Jebediah. Time to get out the old snow spoons. At number 2 is the Buffalo Blizzard of 1977. For those of you who live in the Northeast US and Southeast Canada, you most likely know that the city of Buffalo, New York is touted as one of the snowiest places in America. Now, this particular blizzard didn't come with a ton of actual snow, but with a couple feet already on the ground and winds up to 75 miles per hour, this was one to remember. Basically, no one could see a damn thing, and it caused 29 deaths. The Northeast US can be brutal. I know, I live in Pennsylvania. And at number 1 is the blizzard of 1967. Here's some fucked up weather for you. Imagine having record-setting temps and tornadoes one day and having a blizzard the next. That's exactly what happened in the Midwest US in 1967. Major cities like Chicago, Illinois, and Gary, Indiana received up to 2 feet of snow and winds as much as 50 miles per hour. 76 people ended up dead during the storm, with 26 in just Chicago alone. You see, this is why I want to move to a nice, warm, all year round kind of place. You feel me? Ooh. Well, now that I've officially frozen my nips off, I think it's time to make a milk and egg sandwich, or whatever you do with that stuff that I just got. Anyway, remember to like, favorite, and subscribe somewhere up here before I freeze to death.